This is it, guys. My last, actually my last chance at the rare item in 2004Scape. Yesterday was my last Sunday, well, everyone's last Sunday for the rare hunt. But yeah, 2004Scape Lost City did extend the rare event weekend for extra 24 hours, and I got on this morning, but I only played for like 1 hour. I was actually very busy today. But here we are. We finally got on, and we have less than 180 minutes to get this rare item. And pretty much throughout this entire stream, I will be in Morytania just hanging out. So Zamrock, if you're out there, guy, I'm calling you. I'm calling upon you, or whatever. I need your help. I could use a rare item. Oh, by the way, guys, I know there's like only three of you in the chat right now, but we got 88 defense yesterday. I got that. Where did I get that now? Was I? I think I got that at Green Dragons. I actually killed Green Dragons for like 2 more hours yesterday off stream. Still can't believe this is it, guys. This is like the very, very last day here. And I got less than 3 hours to get this done. I also don't normally stream at this time of day. But I mean, I just had to, you know? It's the last day. I didn't get the chance to play at all this afternoon, or really in the morning either. I spent like 1 hour online this morning. Then I had to get offline, or I had to go. I mean, most. I was trying to get on sooner. Like I was trying to get on actually 2 hours ago, but I should probably rephrase that. I wasn't trying to get on. I was hoping to get on 2 hours ago. But at least we're here now. We're here. We're streaming the last bit of the rare item weekends or whatever, rare event weekends. I think I missed a total of 4 weekends out of these 16 weekends. So yeah, we only hunted the rare item 12 in total, 12 weekends. That's 16. Could be worse, I think, though. I did hear someone on the forums. I think they put in like 3 hours in these last 16 weekends. 300? Did I say 3 hours? 300 hours. Like in these last 16 weekends, and still hasn't received a rare. If you do the math there, like, you know, he's played a lot. 300 hours is like... I think one thing I should probably talk about here in the stream today. I uploaded a video first of all on this channel about collecting more Myra fungi. I was pronouncing it yesterday in my stream, fungi, but apparently it's pronounced fungi. Anyways, where was I? What was about this? I'm trying to remember now. What the heck? Where was I going with that? Oh, my goal, really, guys, when it comes to collecting this stuff is, I ain't gotta go. I'm just collecting. I'm collecting them because I don't know. I want to see. Well, first of all, like I'm one herblore level off from 52 herblore, which is what I need for super energy pots. You know, some of this will go towards my own bank, but I'm trying to collect a lot of these. I don't really have an exact number, but I would like to collect a lot of them for myself and also the market. I am hoping to make some GP off these, whether when the super energy potions come out, or even if they don't, or even when they don't come out. You know, if someone offers 1k each for these, I might sell some of them for that, which I know might not be, I guess, the smartest thing to do. I think the smart thing would be just to hold off, you know, on offers and wait to see what they go for, but I don't know. I really see these going for like maybe 1.2k, honestly, 1.1k, maybe 1k. I do see them going for that even when super energy potions, you know, is released in the game, which probably won't be for another month or so, month or two. There are talks of it maybe coming out by December, but it hasn't yet been confirmed. Just rumors, really, you know. That's about it. But we'll see, you know. If it doesn't happen this year, that's fine, because then that only means a lot more time to prepare for it, right? However, in the next big update, we will be, or it will be in September. Like the updates. So I heard September 7th, 2004 updates is what I heard, which would include the Calphi Queen, guys. So with that said, I do need to get my range level up. I think in the month of November, I would like to have at least 85 range. I'm gonna try knock out 15 range levels in November. I would be very comfortable with 85 range before the Calphi Queen gets released. 90 would be better, but I don't know, I just can't grind out my range level like I can my combat level. I don't know why I'm like that. I think it has to do with the safe spotting, honestly. I just don't find any fun in it. Just safe spotting. So I'm gonna do my best to try to find a monster in game where I could kinda like semi-AFK my range level, but at the same time tank it out. So this way it's a little fun for me, you know. Hey, Con, or Connie? Con, I'm just gonna call you Con. You could tell what my least favorite skill is, yeah. Yep. It's rune crafting for sure. But I mean, I don't know when the Lost Talisman comes into the game. It's not with the next big update. It's definitely not going to be with that one, but maybe the next one, like the next one. So when that gets like when we get confirmation for that, I think then I will work on rune crafting levels. I do want to get myself like at least 50. I do believe it's 54 rune crafting for the law runes. So I would like to craft myself some law runes in the game when that happens. Right now I don't really care much for nature rune crafting, even though it's a nice GP. I think a part of it too is just never really experiencing what it's like to runecraft law runes in RuneScape. You know, on my main account back on old school RuneScape, I just never done it. And my runecrafting level is low on my main account. I think it's like 40. This game, though, I have to say, guys, this game is one of the funnest games I've played this year, and I'm not even lying. It's been a journey. It's been an experience for sure. For me, it's not a re-experience. It's a experience because I never played in 2004. I started playing RuneScape back in late 2006, early 2007. So I just caught. Actually, if I really think about it, I think the Fremennik Isles quest was already in the game. If not, I think it just came out actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was around when that quest came into the game. So the how do you pronounce it? Nithelm? Nate tis not helm? I don't know. I think I just caught that, you know, I just caught that release because I remember everyone was so fascinated about Berserker helms and Archer helms, you know. And there's me with the Warrior helm because I just like the name, not knowing that the Berserker helm gave off better DPS. I didn't know. You know, no one bothered to tell me either, you know. It took I guess an experienced player at the time to tell me, like, you know, hey, like the Berserker helm's a lot better. Why are you using the Warrior helm? And my answer was like, oh, because I like the way it looks. But really, it was the name of it, but also the way it looks, you know. But yeah, he told me, he's like, well, get the Berserker helm because you hit higher. So that's what made me switch over to the Berserker helm. And I remember this, not even a month later, I would say, there was the announcement for our new quests, which I didn't pay much attention to because, again, I wasn't big into questing. But then I started seeing this other new helm in the game everyone was, you know, going after. I was like, what is this helm called? And like, oh, it's the new helmet, best in slot helmet. I was like, cool. So I went to go buy one. Sorry, guy, you can't equip this because you have to complete the Fremennik Isles quest. I was like, what? I mean, with the Berserker and Warrior helm, I completed the quests, right? So I was aware that I had to complete that quest. But this new helm, I wasn't aware. I just thought, everyone was buying it and everyone could equip it, no problem. So, yeah, I had to work towards those skill requirements now for questing. Really, when it comes to skilling, guys, in this game, in RuneScape in general, doesn't matter which game, I'm not much of a skiller. I mean, look at my skills, right? I got crap skills for my account here. The best skill that I have currently here is my fishing level, which is 60. You know, great in combat training. I'm great at training my combat level, but I mean, and my prayer level. But when it comes to my other skills, not so much. However, now that how can I say this? On this account, I want to train at least one or two skills that, to a very high level. I do. I want to get one of my skills to at least 80 plus, or two of them. And I think those skills are going to be fishing and also crafting. Yeah, so I want to get these two to 80 plus eventually one day down the road. Being able to fish sharks at 76 fishing, awesome. I might even go for 99 fishing on this account, because fishing is so AFKable, and I don't really care much for 99 cooking, but I'll get the cooking level required for so I could cook my sharks, but that's about it. I wouldn't care much for 99 cooking. But yeah, 99 fishing, I'll take it. Crafting, I don't think I would care too much about 99 crafting, but having at least 80 crafting on this account, so that way I don't really have to rely on other players to craft my glory. That would be really the only reason why I would go for 80 crafting on this account. What else is there? Yeah, Slayer. When Slayer gets out, right? That's another skill. Definitely getting 85 Slayer on this account. Definitely. I'm going to be doing it too without using cannonballs. For two reasons. One, because I want more of a challenge, and two, I just can't afford it. There's no way. I can't afford a bunch of cannons. Unless, of course, I decide to stake someone in the game one day. Hey, let's stake 10 mil. Maybe then I'll be able to afford some cannonballs for a little bit, but even then, I don't think I would pour GP into cannonballs. I'll make them, but I mean, making cannonballs is not the fastest thing either, even in old school RuneScape, But yeah, I did achieve 85 Slayer on old school RuneScape for the first time this year, actually. I don't think I ever shared this with you guys ever, because when it comes to old school RuneScape, I don't tend to make videos on my pay-to-play account, which I haven't played on that account now for well over 6 months now, I would say. So ever since the release of members here for 2004Scape, I just kind of left my account. But I got 85 Slayer on that account back in January of this year. It took me to get to 85 Slayer from what Slayer level was it now? Was it 50? It was just, I think it was like 59 Slayer, I think, when I started. Last year I started in November, I believe. It took me 3 months from 59 Slayer to get to 85. 3 months, which I think was pretty darn good. A lot of it too was done through using the Dragon Skim. My best in slot gear was the Dragon Skim, the Berserker helm, or sorry, the it's not helm. It's not helm. I don't know how to pronounce it. Nit's helm. That was my best in slot. I was playing as if I was stuck in 2007. You know, I don't know. 2007 was just a year for me. You know, I mean, it was the year I pretty much started playing. So I had the Nitz Helm, I had the Rune Defender. I wasn't even using the Dragon Defender. And you know, one thing I regret when I was doing that grind was not documenting my progress, because I very much would have liked to share that on the channel. But it is okay, because now I have another opportunity to do it, you know, because once Slayer comes out, hopefully next year sometime. Not hopefully, I think for sure we'll get Slayer next year sometime. When that happens, I'll be very well be able to do that now. Document my progress when it comes to Slayer. And it will be on 2004Scape. So it's going to be interesting how Slayer turns out for me, but I for sure would like to get to 85 Slayer. I wonder if the Dark Bow would be in the game. I gotta look that up now. I gotta see when the Dark Bow came out. Did it come out in 2005 with Slayer, or did it come later? I don't exactly know. But if it does come out at the right time, having the Dark Bow in the game would be pretty OP for PK. I remember everyone feared that special attack from the Dark Bow. It was basically the Void Waker in old school RuneScape. Everyone feared that shit. I remember, you know, back in the day. You saw the Dark Bow spec, you knew that you were A, you were going to die, or B, you were going to die. It was true. I've seen so many montages where players, PKers back in the day, would KO so many players with that spec. But I gotta look this up now. I gotta see, when did the Dark Bow come out. You know, will we get the Dark Bow? Maybe not necessarily on Slayer Day release, but would we at least get it later on? That's the question here. I'm gonna look this up, guys. No, we won't be getting it. It came out on June 11th, 2007. June 11th, 2007 was the release date for the Dark Bow. So that kind of sucks. So that means there's no Dark Beasts at 90 Slayer, because I do believe Dark Beast was added with the Dark Bow. But that's okay. I mean, we still have the Abyssal Whip, you know. We'll still have the Abyssal Whip, you know. We'll have the G Maul, the Granite Maul, right? We'll still have that. And barrels too, you know. Barrels would be not too far from Slayer. That's gonna be a good time, man. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. Definitely gonna spend a lot of time at barrels. I love barrels, guys. I play a lot of the mini game on old school RuneScape on my pay-to-play account. When I was playing, anyways. It's been 6 months now, about that, since the last I played on my pay-to-play account on old school RuneScape. But yeah, when it comes to my 2004Scape goals, guys, definitely knocking out some rune crafting levels once the Lot Talisman is announced, you know, in the next release. Not the next release, but I would reckon the next release. So after Calphoid Queen, I think we'll get the Fremnik Trials quest next, with the Law Talisman quest, which is what was the quest that allowed you to make the law runes? Was it the Troll Stronghold quest? I gotta look this up now. What quest was it? Yeah, it was the Troll Stronghold quest. Sweet. August 24th, 2004 is when the Law Talisman came out into the game. Yeah, so that would be when I would start trading my rune crafting level, guys. And once there's confirmation for that, that's when I will start to train it. I'll train it to 54 rune crafting. That way, when the law talisman is here and the law altar, you know, I'll be ready to go. So there's that, but there's also my fishing level. Like I said, I'm gonna get 76 fishing eventually on this account, and then go as far as 99. To be honest, yeah, that will be it. Just AFK a lot of sharks and keep some of them for myself, you know, and then sell the other half, I guess, once I cook them or something. What else is there? Crafting, 80 crafting, so I could get myself, or craft myself my own glory at least. I wouldn't really be too worried, I mean, about 90 crafting, because, I mean, the Amulet Fury does enter the game eventually down the road when Fight Caves come out, I believe. So I wouldn't really care too much about that. I'll just buy the Amulet Fury, you know, no point. I mean, to some there is, right? You know, being able to craft yourself your own Amulet of Glory would be nice, actually. But me personally, I'm fine with, you know, not being able to craft it. I'll just buy it, you know. I just want to have that ability to craft my own glories when I can. When I get the uncut dragonstone, there will be no more swapping for my account. There will be no more, you know, trading crystal keys for glories, that sort of thing. None of that. I could just craft my glory, use the crystal key, right? That's why I want 80 crafting. As for agility, I think I see a lot of players getting 72 agility. But honestly, I think I'll go for 80 agility. About that. I wouldn't care so much about 99 agility. But yeah, to at least have a decent agility level on this account, I think 80 is decent enough, I think. 72 is actually decent, you know. But I'll just go for that 80, just because. Herblore, I'm happy once I get 55 Herblore. You know, that means me being able to craft myself or make myself my own super strengths, you know. And from there, it's like if I get a Herblore level, I get a Herblore level, right? Awesome. But I really don't have any goals for Herblore at the moment, just other than super strengths. That's it. Same with thieving, you know, I don't have a goal for thieving at the moment. But yeah, before the Kelphite Queen gets released in the game, I would reckon a couple more months. You know, rumors are maybe December. Not yet confirmed though. Not 100%, but those are just the rumors I'm hearing so far. A lot of players think it's going to happen in December, but we all might be wrong, right? It might happen in November for all we know. We'll see. Either way, I would like to get my range level up to 85 before that happens. I think 85 range will be enough for the Kelphite Queen. My magic level, not much of a peak here, but I mean, 80 magic, you know, why not? I think that number 80 just looks really nice, you know. The solid 80 just looks nice when it comes to the skills. So yeah, 80 magic, knockout, 80 magic. What would that unlock? The entangle spell, stun, and chart. Well, pretty much well, actually no, not true. At 85 magic, you will be able to use the teleblock spell. So 85 magic now. That way I could at least teleblock my PKer, anti-PK the PKer. is what I would be, or what I would do. You know, I wouldn't necessarily go out PKing, but I'll be ready to anti-PK for sure. So 85 magic just because of the teleblock spell. Once that comes out of, you know, into the game. Right now, though, my combat level, I would like to get it to 110 combat, then take a break from combat training. You know, I would like to have some wiggle room for Slayer. I would really like that because that way I have something to always look forward to when I'm training Slayer. I don't get why these guys, I don't know, like, no offense to these guys, like, I get it, you know, you want to be high combat level in the game, I get it, right? But how can I say this? When you go and train your Slayer level, you'll have the maximum DPS for sure. At 125, you don't even have to be 125 combat, 126 combat to have max DPS. All you need is 99 strength, 99 attack, 99 defense. Maybe not even 99 defense, just attack and strength. You'll have the maximum DPS for sure. But so those players for sure will run through Slayer, for sure they would. But I don't know what it I don't know, maybe they want to get to 85 Slayer as quick as possible. Apparently there's rewards for that. Apparently whoever gets 85 Slayer first, apparently you get a good reward out of it. That's what I heard too. Anyways, I'm not at all. What? Elite Goku got an Easter egg. Menace in chat says, "Hey y'all, are rares still dropping?" Yes, they are. The rare event weekend was extended for another 24 hours, and this is where we're at right now. I was trying to get on earlier, just never did. Couldn't. Got very busy. So, but I'm here. I wanted to knock out a stream for the last 3 hours. This is it, guys. If we don't get it, we don't get it. You know, it's just, we don't get a rare item. That would be pretty sad. But it's okay. It's okay. I'll just have to like save up for a rare. You know, that's about it. Right now, Halloween masks go for like 50 mil on the market. He got it while walking to the bank. Let's freaking go. I gotta keep one inventory spot open. At least now I know that you could get a rare item just by walking. Or yeah, those guys that max their combat level are already in the game. I get it. You know, you want to get to, you want to be the first to get 85 Slayer. You want to be one of the first to, you know, get the Abyssal Weapon, control the market a little bit, make some awesome GP out of it. But I would like to know, you know, how can I say, why the rush? You know, not just why the rush, but also, like I was saying about looking forward to something. If I have, like, say when Slayer comes out, I got 90 attack, 90 strength, 90 defense, I will always have that, something to look forward to while training Slayer. You know, I can look forward to a strength level, for example, when I'm training my Slayer, versus these guys that are already max combat, you know, 99 attack, strength, defense. They got nothing to look forward to other than their Slayer level. But I get it. Like I said, I truly do get it. You know, you want to be one of the first to get the 85 Slayer, get the Abyssal Whip, make some awesome bank, right? But to me, that's just, Again, you know, this is my own opinion. Everyone's got different gameplay in this game. I don't want to talk any further on that. Actually, that's just 2 hours left, boys. Yeah, yeah. Damn. As if. Like, I logged in. I know I started the stream 45 minutes ago, but I actually logged in at 8 o'clock my time. Yeah, Elite Goku, I don't know if you're in the stream, guy, but I'll just go ahead and message you. That's what I noticed on the forums. This last weekend, everyone's just getting like Disco returning. They're getting Easter eggs. They're getting pumpkins. It's like, where are the wearables? Like, where's the Halloween mask and where's the crackers? Where's the party hats? Is that all over? It just seems like everyone this weekend so far just got eatables for rare items. There was a Disco returning, like I said. But yeah, if I don't get a rare, guys, this weekend, that's totally fine. I will for sure save up for one. I'll save up for the most likely the Halloween mask, either the red or the green one. I actually don't mind any of the Halloween mask. If it's a Halloween mask, I'll take it. But yeah, mainly the red Halloween mask though. Mainly that one is what I'll be looking forward to. It would just mean a lot of grinding either at green dragons, blue dragons. It would mean a lot of grinding. But I don't know. I was talking about how I wanted 76 fishing, so maybe I can fish a bunch of raw sharks for my red mask, I guess, or something. Assuming that the prices will be the same for it. I sure hope after this rare event weekend that these rares don't go for a crazy price like 100 mil. I remember back in 2008 or 2009, the Halloween mask, all of them were well over 100 mil. But then again, 2004Scape, the economy is a little, smaller than what it was in 2008. Not a lot of us would be able to afford 100 mil, but it seems that there's a good amount of players that can afford 50 mil at least. I would say there's at least 100 of us in the game that got 50 mil banks. That's my guess. My bank alone, if I was to sell everything in my bank, I would probably have about 25 or 26 mil in GP if I were to sell everything in my bank. Something that you know, all the items that were worth something. So runes, food, armor, weapons, even uncuts, even though I don't have very many of them right now. But I mean, uh, the dragon hides, my dragon spear. Well, I said weapons, herblore stuff, right? If I was to sell all of this, including all my potions that I have, I would have about a 25 mil bank, I think. The dragon square shield alone is like worth 2 mil. Calfight Queen is going to be such a good time, guys. I can't wait. I cannot wait until that update happens. That's going to be it. That's for sure. I think the Calfight Queen release is going to bring back some of the players. Might even maybe not so much make new players play, but definitely the ones that were playing, you know, they'll make a return for sure, I think. And it's more than just the Calfight Queen. We'll have like what else will we have? We'll have the super energy potions, of course. All right, let's see. There's a Calfight Queen, super energy potions. I feel like there's something else there that I'm missing when it comes to content, you know, wise. Back to back, let's go. Hey Jim, hi. Currently just hanging out in Morytania, just like the stream title says. We're collecting more miry fungi at the moment. Been doing this now for almost 1 hour. Just been talking about different things here and there. We've been talking about goals and stuff on this account. Talked a bit about Slayer, and we're kind of popping off there on those who already max combat. I know it kind of makes me sound jealous or whatever, but it has nothing to do with jealousy. It's just I was really just trying to explain my own, like, yeah, I guess you could say I was really just trying to explain my own opinion on when it comes to training Slayer. Me, I just couldn't max my account right away before that because there would be really nothing to look forward to except for the Slayer levels, and yeah. That's pretty much all I was trying to explain with that. But everyone, like I already said, everyone has their own play style. Everyone plays differently, so. It's going to be a fun time though, nonetheless. It really is. We got some max players, guys. We've got some max players in the game. You know, go to my friends list. Actually, I don't have to go to my friends list. There's 2 of them already that right here. Never Lose Bro, PK, they're both max combat. We've got Deadbody, we got Pasca, right? Pasca House, or however you pronounce the second word to his name. Let's see, that's 4 players that are max. I do believe there's another player by the name B3 who I have yet to see in the game, by the way. I've never seen this dude yet, B3. That's actually his username, B3. This guy's max combat, but his prayer level's awfully low, is what I'm trying to say. I think his prayer level's only like 45. I don't know. Something tells me that he just grinded out his account, and now he's just waiting for Slayer. when Slayer comes out, this dude's gonna come back, and it's it's gonna be a good time. All of these players are going to compete for that pool prize, right? Apparently, there's going to be a pool prize to whoever gets to a certain level first, and so forth. I think whoever gets the first Abyssal Wop, Abyssal Wop. Whoever gets the first Abyssal Whip drop, I think, is... Again, these are just rumors that I'm hearing. I don't know if it's actually true. I don't know how true it is. You just gotta wait until the man himself says something, you know, pizzazz. You just gotta wait to see what he says. But yeah. Even if there's no pool prize for that, you know, it's still gonna be a good time. It would be pretty cool to, you know, to kind of compare where I'm at versus these guys. I for sure don't have 12 hours to my name anymore. I don't. When it comes to playing, guys, I don't have 12 hours to my name anymore. Most I have is like 6 hours. 8 hours if I'm lucky, you know? That's the most I'll play on a daily basis. But 12 hours, I could just forget about that. But I would still like to see how I compete. You know, I'm not normally the one to compete, by the way. But when it comes to Slayer combat, something, you know, Slayer's all about combat activities there. You know, you level up your combat, you level up your range or your magic even, but mainly combat like melee or melee. That is going to be fun to compete in. That I look forward to not only that, but also making videos out of it, sharing with you guys my progress and whatnot. I gotta be careful here, because my inventory is full now, and I do happen to get a rare item here, it might drop on the ground, I think, and I don't want to miss it. I don't know if it appears right away when it drops on the ground, or if it appears later on after X amount of seconds. I don't know how that works. But I'm paying attention to my feet right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Oh my god, that swamp tar right there. That swamp tar ended up teasing me there. I thought that was a rare item. Like, I didn't see that on the minimap. I wasn't paying attention to the minimap. I was just paying attention to my feet. My feet passed something. I look at it. I was like, whoa, hang on a second. What is that? But it's just swamp tar. It's just swamp tar, guys. Almost 1,000 more Myra fungi in the bank, guys. Let's go. You know, I know I already talked about. I know I keep talking about Slayer and stuff, but really, I'm just trying to keep. I just want to keep this stream as entertaining as possible too. You know, after all, I'm just I'm just collecting more Myra fungi at the moment. So it's not the, you know, the funnest thing to watch. But yeah, going back to the Slayer and going back to what I said about these max players that are already maxed. Like what there's like what, at least 6 of them that are maxed. I think there might even be 7. I gotta look at the high scores. Either way, if I had to choose a team here, let's say for example Team Deadbody, for example, right? He's max combat. Who do I think would get 85 Slayer first? I said this before in one of my streams. I would put my money on Deadbody. You know, he would be my top 3 for sure. To make 85 Slayer first. But I got a great feeling that Pasca House is going to take it. For some reason, I just got this feeling that that dude is going to take it. Considering how quick this dude got to 126 combat, the time that he did, kind of speaks for itself right there. This dude's got a lot of time on his hands here. That is why I think he would take it. But the runner-up for sure, I think, would be Dead Body. Maybe even PK, actually. PK's been grinding pretty good, actually, for the last couple of months. I noticed the dude got 126 combat, I think, actually, 2-3 weeks ago. And he's been grinding now. He's been grinding Herblore, I see. He's been grinding other skills, too. I think he's tackling crafting. So him, too, he's putting in a lot of hours in the game at the moment. My top three, though, would be Dead Body, PK, and Pasca. But I think Pasca might take it. For all we know, though, we might be surprised. You know, the community might get a surprise and someone else takes it, you know. Like, maybe Never Lose Bro. Maybe he'll take it. Or, we can't forget, there's Dog. I don't know if you guys... I mean, you probably know who he is. Dog is like the #1 rank overall at the moment. Yes, he may not be max combat, but the dude puts a lot of hours in. He's got like, last I checked, 200 mil XP on the high scores, or about that almost. He, you know, he might pull it off too. You know, 85 Slayer. I know I'm not gonna be the. I know I'm not gonna be the first one to get it. Because like I already said, I don't got 12 hours to my name. These guys, they definitely got 12 hours. You know, hell, they might even have 16. But anyways, I would like to be, though, at least on the front page of the Slayer high scores. But there's going to be a lot of competition. There's going to be a lot of competition. So that would be tough. That would be tough to make the front page. But if I could hold the front page for it, in Slayer for X amount of time, I'm happy, you know. That's my goal when it comes to Slayer. It was kind of like my prayer level, you know. I held front page for like over a month, I think, almost 2 months actually. When I grinded out prayer at Baby Blue Dragons, I held the front page for more than 2 months almost, or almost 2 months. That was the same with Defense too. I was front page in Defense for more than 2 months, or about that. But then, yeah, we slacked big time this past summer, though. We slacked off this past summer. I think July and August was like my worst months on 2004Scape. I only played like maybe 20 hours in total in those 2 months. Work was actually very busy in summer, but I'm not on that crazy schedule anymore, so that's a good thing. That's a plus for sure. Officially under 2 hours now, guys. Less than 2 hours now to get this rare item. If we don't get it, like I said, it just only means having to make bank in order to get one. But I'm hoping that the Halloween masks don't go up in price after this event. I hope that they remain the prices that they are currently, which is 50 mil. I think the green mask sells a little cheaper at 40 mil. But the red and blue is about the same. They both sell for about 50 mil. I would hate to see these guys go up to 60, 70 mil, 80 mil even. Yeah, I would hate to see that happen. Because at that point, you could just forget about it. You know, you could just forget about it. I don't think I would ever have a bank worth that much. Unless, of course, I stake. But I don't want to do that either. Really don't want to stake. But yeah, if they remain, in that range, like 50-40 mil range, definitely could work towards it. Definitely. I'd probably make that money either through green dragons and blue dragons. Maybe make it through fishing as well. Henrik says, I bet you get the first whip. Not a chance, Henrix. I was just saying to the stream before you joined, the most I play on a daily is 6 hours, 8 hours if I'm lucky. And you know, there's some players on this game that put more than that a day. But like I said, you know, I'd be happy to be on the front page for at least a week. To me, that'd be an accomplishment, you know. We'll see how it goes, though, guys. I honestly feel that competing for front page it's going to be a grind. It for sure is going to be. Going to make it a fun grind, though. Definitely not going to burn myself out or anything. Try and make it as fun as possible. A lot of players too, I notice, are reaching 100 plus combat at the moment in the game, especially in these last 2 months. Oh man, I gotta heal up my hit points when I get back to the bank. How would you pronounce that guy's name? Ulysses? Ulysses? Liz? Ulysses? Yours? I don't know. It's a cool name, I think, though. Okay, let's heal up before we forget. We're like 20 HP at the moment. By the way, guys, we uploaded a video today, another video on Morytania, exploring Morytania, and I wouldn't necessarily go over on more Myra fungi like in-depth wise. I don't go over it in depth, but I kind of let you guys know how much it is per hour, you know, when you collect these guys. And you know, GP per hour if you were to sell them for like 500 each to 1K. Not saying that's what they're worth, but I mean that's so far what I've seen on the market on what players are trying to buy them for. But I mean, players are trying to sell them for 1.5K right now. But I don't think anyone's necessarily buying them for that just yet. I think everyone's just trying to play it safe. You know, buyers and seller wise, I think we're all just trying to play it safe. If I had to take a guess though on how much super energy pots are going to cost, the 3 dose I think is going to cost about 2K. The 4 dose is going to cost about 3K. That's my guess. That's what I think. I don't think the super energy pot is going to be worth more than 4K, but I could be wrong though. I tend to be I tend to be wrong with this sort of thing. What was my guess for the Calphi Queen, or not just the Calphi Queen, but the D chain? Did I say 30 mil? I think I said 30 mil in one of my videos, previous videos. I said, if I had to take a guess, I said in my video, I think the D chain, the first D chain is going to go for like 30 mil. That was my guess. But eventually going to stable around the 20 mil mark is what I said, 25 mil mark. But when I think about it now, like 30 mil, I think this might be a little too low, honestly. Yeah, I think it would be a little low. It'd be on the low side. I think players, like especially for the first couple D chains, I think players will try to sell them for like 50 mil, I think. Now that's going to be a grind too for myself, you know, being able to afford a D chain or getting lucky at the Calphi Queen, which I'm hoping I get lucky at the Calphi Queen and get the D chain drop. So this way this way I don't really have to work towards buying it. You know, I was thinking too, guys, right now my bank like is about 25 mil, right? My bank is worth about 25 mil. Even if I don't get a rare item, I could technically buy a rare item, but I just don't think it would be worth it though. Like I'd be able to afford the not necessarily a wearable item, but I would be able to buy like a disc of returning or something. Is the Santa hat really just worth 30 mil? People are trying to buy for 30, 33 mil, 32 mil. Sellers are trying to sell for 40 mil, 39 mil is the lowest it looks like. Actually, Disperse is selling a Santa hat. How much is a pumpkin? I actually wouldn't mind having a pumpkin in the bank. Supposedly there's a lot of pumpkins in the game though. I gotta check the, the forums and see how many pumpkins there are in the game. I'm gonna do that, guys. You guys can't see this, but I'll let you know. I think the total count for pumpkins is about, I think it's less than 20 actually. Less than 20 pumpkins in the game. Let's see, what do we have? We currently have, wait one second. We currently have 22 pumpkins in the game. Wow, there's a lot of Santa hats. 142 Santa hats in the game. Henrik says, yes, you might get a Santa. Yeah, like the closest thing I'm to affording a rare is a Santa hat, yeah. But I'd much rather just save up for the Halloween mask though. I'm more of a Halloween mask type of guy slash player than Santa hat. Santa hat's still cool though. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to ever afford a party hat in this game, which I was actually kind of hoping for just because of how much they're worth. My plan was if I was to get a party hat or even a cracker during this rare event weekend, that I was going to sell it right away and use or buy a Halloween mask and use the rest to invest in like a skill of mine. And I was leaning towards Herblore or Prayer when I was thinking that. Unfortunately though, we got less than 2 hours left and I really don't see myself getting that anymore. Still have hopes though for a Halloween mask, but I mean this past weekend it seems like a lot of players have been getting the eatables like the Easter egg, the pumpkin, the disc of returning, disc of returning I saw. But yeah, pumpkin, I wouldn't mind having that in the bank actually. I think that would look cool or I think that would be cool to have in the bank. Pasca is actually selling one for 17 mil. But then again, players are trying to buy them for like 10 mil, 12 mil is the highest offer, 12 mil. The lowest offer is 7.5 mil. Well, there's a 3 mil offer, but that's way too low. 7.5 mil is also low, but I mean, if I had a pumpkin right now, I wouldn't sell it as any lower than 15 mil. Yeah. It seems that previous sellers sold theirs for the 19 mil, 20 mil. About that. The highest looks like it was 26 mil, but that was Pasca House. He might have just merged that, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe he didn't even sell it yet, I don't know. That was 2 months ago when he put up an offer for 26 mil when he was trying to sell it. The half full wine jug is very rare. There's only 5 of them in the in the game. Sorry. How much are those worth? A half full wine jug sells for. There were offers for 13 mil, 25 mil, 50 mil even, but that was what? How was that 6 months ago? The current offers though for the half full wine jug is 10 mil. Henrik says 15, maybe 15 mil is fair price for the pumpkin. Yeah, I think so too. After all, there's only 22 in the game, so there would only be there would only be 22 of us that has it. I feel like 10 mil is just a little too low. I wouldn't sell mine for then less than 15 mil, I think, if I were to get one. Oh, I didn't realize, but we broke 1,000 more Myra fungi, guys, in the game. Look at that. 1,000. I'll break 1,100, I think, before I stop this. Once I hit 1,100, I am going to do something else here. I think I'm gonna train on some. They're not called werewolves like I thought they would be called. They're called wolfman or wolfwoman. If you attack like one of the women villagers there. But yeah, one more trip, one more inventory of this, and then we'll start training on some wolfmen, I think. I am training my strength level though, guys. I'm training this to 88 because I miscalculated my 110 combat goal that I had, or have. I'm going to need more than 88 hit points and 74 prayer. I'm going to need a strength level as well to get it, so I'll have to knock out 88 strength as well. I think we're about 13 hours, I think, from 88 strength. If I were to train on fire giants, that's what I calculated anyways. 14K is online. What the heck, guy? I haven't seen you online in a long time. What have you? You've been busy, haven't you? I can't remember if 14K got a rare. He got two? You gotta be kidding me. What? The RNG is real for our 14K. That is crazy. He got an egg and sold it. So he got the mask and he got the Easter egg. Yeah, it really seems that this weekend all it is just unwearables. I mean, sorry, for the last rare weekend. 14K says he's keeping mask, but will trade for red one. Oh, so he's probably got the green or the blue one of the two. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Easter egg either, but if I got the pumpkin, I would be really happy with that actually. I would cherish that thing, you know. I really would. I would never sell it. I would really have to be careful though if I had it in my inventory, because one misclick means game over, you know? Imagine misclicking on your pumpkin. Alright, that's my last inventory, guys, for more Myra Fun Guy. I'm gonna go ahead and start killing some wolfmen or wolf women in the game and see what the XP rates are like. And train on them for the next hour or so. Well, we really got what, an hour and 20 minutes left of rare items, and for the, yeah. Only 80 minutes left, guys. 80 minutes is all we got left for the rare item, for the rare event weekend. Yeah, a bunch of us got really unlucky. Like I said, and I know some of you might have not heard this already, but I was reading on the forums the other day and read that someone put 300 hours in total on these rare weekends and still hasn't received one. 300 hours. If you do the math, you know, there's 16 weekends in total, right? I'm not going to do the math, but I would reckon at least that's like 12-hour days, I would say. Maybe even more. Well, there's 16 weekends, there was 3 days in each of those weekends, so you go 16 times 3, times that by 12, or even, let's see, times that by 8. Yeah, the dude must have been putting in at least 8 hours every weekend on each day, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If that's the case, if he put in 300 hours and still hasn't received it. Alright guys, this is my first time training on Wolfman. Haven't really did it yet. I am going to do a timer for this one. The moment I hit the guy, let me take my strength XP first before we do that. Alright, so the moment I hit the man, I probably should, where should I kill them? Should I kill them outside? We got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spawns in this area, but what about in the pub? There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, no, I think 4 spawns is enough. Is there any wolfmen upstairs, or let's go see. Didn't realize that there was a. There's one. There's 3 spawns up here. I wonder if this is it. I wonder if this is okay. All right, let's try it out, guys. Let's see if upstairs is okay. Like, let's see if 3 spawns is enough. All right, timer's on the screen for you guys. Nice little 4 from the Wolfman. Level 73, by the way. Wolf woman, yeah. I mean, it only makes sense, right? You know. I was gonna say I may have to go downstairs. They're not respawning yet. Looks like the wolf woman and the wolfman drop a good amount of coins. 222 coins? What? Okay. No, I think the coins would be worth picking up, guys. That's passive GP right there. $100 GP or almost 100 GP. That was 90, I think. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna have to kill these guys downstairs, I think. Oh no, she spawned in at the right time. I think I'm gonna bury their bones just to increase my actions per hour here. Henret's ass, well, not too bad. Do they drop anything else? This is my first time training on these guys, but yeah, no, I'm not too sure. I don't know what else. I was thinking maybe wolf fur, but so far we just got coins on wolf bones and that's it. We are going to train on these guys for an hour though and see what we get for XP in strength.
I feel like though burying the bones is kind of going to cut into our XP rates here. I'm wondering if I should just leave the bones, the wolf bones on the ground and forget about it. But then there's still the rare event weekend, right? The more actions, the more chance, I think. Oh, there's a still skimmy. That's a good question, Henrix. I don't know if these guys drop clues or not. If they do, I wonder if it'd be a hard clue. Probably not. They're level 73, but I wonder if they would drop at least a medium clue. We'll have to see. I don't even think they're on the monster drop tables yet on the last HQ website. But I mean, look at that, coins. Like, we're almost 1k. And we only killed, what, 9 of these guys? Less than 10 of them? Let's see if these guys are on the... Yeah, they're not added to the drop table just yet, from the looks of it. Or maybe they are, actually. There's a werewolf category for wolves. Oh, there's the gray wolf fur that I spoke of. Maybe they have the same drop table as werewolves in the game. Because we got the steel skimmy drop, we got the 220 GP drop, we got 90 coins as a drop. We got the Great Wolf Fur as a drop. If we get a jug of wine drop here, guys, or a mithril square shield, or even a mithril chain body, I think it's safe to say that the wolfmen drop, or have the same drop table as werewolves in the game. Whoa, look at that. 5 raw bear meat? What? Oh. Yeah, no, these guys I think have the same drop table as werewolves in the game. Well, what am I talking about? These are werewolves, but I mean they're called wolf women and wolf men. But they do, oh. We got a rune med helm drop, guys. Yeah, no, so yeah, these wolf women and wolf men, they do drop in the category of werewolves, and they do have a drop table on the Lost HQ website. Their drops are steel skims, steel axes, steel full helms, mithril chain bodies, mithril square shields, the rune med helm. They are on the herb table as well, but the drop rates are like three herbs out of every 512 kills, so that's very low for herb drops. They dropped a jug of wine. They drop raw chicken, raw beef, raw bear meat, and they drop a lot of coins from 10 GP to upwards to 364 GP. And of course they drop the fur and the gray wolf fur as well. I think that's kind of cool though, that you could get a rune medhelm drop from these guys. Lesser demons aren't the only monster now that drop the rune medhelm. You got wolfmen and wolf woman that drop them too now. Their drop rate though is 3 rune medhelms out of every 512 kills, which is actually which is a little lower than lesser demons. Lesser demons drop the rune medhelm drop. You have a 1 out of every 128 kills chance to get the rune medhelm drop at lesser demons. So lesser demons have a higher drop rate when it comes to the rune medhelm, I think. I think. Let me do my math here. Yeah, no, they definitely got a better chance at the rune medhelm drop than these guys. Yeah, the upstairs, the second floor to the pub, guys, is actually not a bad spot to kill wolfmen and wolf woman in the game. I'm at 109 combat and they keep spawning in, which is great. So if you're lower combat level than me, like 100 combat or 90 combat, 80 combat, kill them upstairs. They're a lot closer to each other. This is where I would kill them anyways. They're pretty darn close to each other versus the ones outside of the pub and outside the bank. There's 6 of them. There's 6 spawns, but they're so spread apart. So this is the spot. Trying to pay attention to my strength level and my attack level so I can go and use the special attack and pot up again, but I keep missing it. So now I'm waiting for the 90 to fall to 89, so this way I can spec with the Dragon Battle Axe and repot. There we go. Let's go, Mithril Chain Body drop. I sure hope this bot brings at least 37k in experience per hour in my strength, because if that's the case, this might be my new training spot, guys. Even though their drop table's not as great as Fire Giants and they're not aggressive, I don't know, this bot, I'm liking it. It's like I said, the spawns are very close to each other here, up here on the second floor. Fire Giants though are a lot closer though. That's the thing too though. But at least this though would be another option for me to train. Wouldn't be as AFKable as Fire Giants, but I am liking the Mithril item drops and the Rune Medhelm drop. These are actually like the best items you could probably get here. The Steel Full Helm, not really worth picking up for High Elkin. The steel items actually, all of them. I like to collect the Jug of Wines though in the game. I have a collection in the bank at the moment with these guys. I don't think I have very much though. I have like 50 of those, I think. Just 1 hour left, guys. I just looked at the time. It's 10:01 p.m. at the moment for me. If I officially got, and everyone else in the game officially has less than 1 hour to get a rare item now. Can we get it? Zamrock, if you're out there, if you're listening, guy, I need you. I really need you in these last 60 minutes. Well, 58 minutes now. It's 10:02 p.m. Come on, guy. I worship. I've been worshiping you for the last 10 plus years, Zamrock. I've been following you. I've been your follower these last 10 years. At least show me some reward, you know? I still haven't even got a Zamrock item from a hard clue scroll, by the way, guys. We got 22 hard clue scrolls, and Zamrock hasn't even answered me. The only god that answered me was Guthix. I got a Guthix kite shield just recently. We got the Guthix kite shield, I think, last week. We ended up giving that away in the giveaway, though, that we hosted on Friday, this past Friday, or last Friday. But yeah, come on, Zamrock. If you don't do this, if you don't pull through for me, that's it. I'm following Guthix now. Like you could forget about it. For the next 10 years from, you know, I will be a Guthix follower. In about 8 minutes now? Yeah, about 8 minutes now, guys. We will be able to kind of calculate the XP rates here for the hour. But we'll still go for the full hour just to see how accurate it is. But normally you could times it by 2 at the 30-minute mark. You could times it by 2 and get roughly, you know, the XP rates per hour. Like I said, I'm hoping for 37k XP. This is what I'm getting at Fire Giants at the moment.
check the forums quickly, guys, and I'll probably pull this up for you guys. But I just want to see if anyone got a rare item in the last 3 hours or 2 hours. We still got 1 more hour here to go. I want to see if anyone got one. Let's see. Pizzazz is going to be chilling in Varek Square, World 2 for the last 15 minutes. Is that a tease? Is that a tease for something, Pizzazz? Are you going to be dropping a bunch of pumpkins for us? Since there's only 22 of them in the game? I don't know, guys. World 2, guys, Varek Square. Pizzazz is going to be chilling there. That might be a tease right there for something. Or maybe not. He was probably just... He was replying to someone, I think, here anyways. Someone got a cracker. Who was it though? No way, this guy doesn't play in the last 2-3 months and then he just gets a Christmas cracker? No way, come on, man. How is that? Or I don't know, maybe he has been playing, I just don't know if he was or not. If this is who I think it is, hang on, let me just see if this is actually him. I'm gonna check him up on the high scores and see if this is actually him. No, you gotta be kidding me, man. Alright. Let's pull this up for you guys. Hang on. I'll move the timer out of the way. I apologize for that. Let's just move that out of the way. Whoops. Just 1 second. Yes, move that guy over here for now, I guess. But this dude right here, Frennen, I think you pronounce his name. This dude has not been on, I don't know what he's been up to actually, I can't say for sure, but the dude's been 103 combat for the last 3 months, which kind of told me he was not playing. And I don't know if this dude decided, oh, you know what, I'm gonna try the last weekend. Yeah, you know, I don't know, but I actually ran into this guy in free-to-play before Members was released, and he was pushing 100 combat at that point, and I was 90 combat. Anyways, this dude I have not seen active in the game for the last 3 months, I would say. Comes back, I think, from the looks of it, comes back and pulls this off. A Christmas cracker. Like, I mean, congrats. It's just, I can't believe that dude pulled a Christmas cracker 13 minutes ago, by the way. Like I said, I have not seen that dude online in the last 3 months. I haven't seen him really making much progress, not just in his combat, but I mean on the high scores itself too. But I don't know, I'm just assuming, you know, I'm just assuming the dude hasn't been online for the last 3 months. I just haven't seen him really play very much. I haven't seen him on the market, haven't seen him in game, you know. I just assumed the guy quit because his combat level remained the same pretty much these last 3 months, which was 103 combat. But yeah, congrats to Frennen. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Frennen. Congrats to that dude. Almost 2K in GP though, guys. Picking up the coins. Okay, so that's the 30-minute mark. Let's go ahead and do a quick calculation here for you guys. I totally... Let's see, we'll call it... Let's see. Yeah, we'll call it that. Okay, so about the XP rates here, 35k. 35k XP per hour, guys, in strength per hour. We'll go for the full hour though and see if that's accurate or not. I am kind of tying into my XP rates here by burying the wolf bones here, but it's alright. There's going to be a lot of people though in World 2. A lot of people. There's like what, 400 of us right now online, I think. When I came, or when I started, wow, over 500 right now. Over 500 players right now online, guys. Definitely took a screenshot of that. Haven't seen that number in a while. It's nice to know though that there's like still 500 of us that log in. I'll just go ahead and just pull that up as well for you guys so you guys can see that I'm not just making that up. 520 people currently playing. So in about a half hour, everyone's going to be in World 2 at Varric Square. I'll probably head over, but I'm going to high elk while I'm there just because of the actions. In my 20 years of RuneScape, I've never been to this location. You and me, guy, you and me. I just started training here actually tonight. I never trained on these guys back in the day here at all. That's the thing with RuneScape or 2004Scape though, is when these updates happen, you get to experience this sort of thing. Stuff that you haven't in the past. But yeah, I'm on the second floor of the pub right now in Canifis. Actually, guys, I think next year, 2026, will mark my 20th anniversary. Because I do believe I think I did start around late 2006. Just before the Nitzhelm was released in 2007. So yeah, sometime next year, 2026, will mark my 20th anniversary. In my 20 years, though, of RuneScape, I've taken 3 breaks, I think. Let's see, we played 2006. Well, let's just call it 2007. We played throughout 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, even 2011. So we played 5 years straight there. But in 2012, I ended up quotation quitting or taking a long break for 4 years. I didn't come back until, oh no, it wasn't 4 years. It was just 1 year because in 2013, in 2013, Old School RuneScape came back, or RuneScape 2007, came back. So I started playing again in 2013 all the way to 2016. Took another long break from 2016 to 2020 when COVID happened. And I played for, actually no, I tried to come back in 2020 or 2020. I tried to come back, but I didn't. I think I logged in one time in 2020 and that was it. However, in December of 2021 is when I started the Ultimate Iron Man series that I had. The Road to 1,000 Hours, actually, series on the channel. And we did that for 3 years, all the way to 2023. We quit again, took a long break until 2025. What really made me come back, guys, was 2004Scape. 2004Scape brought me back. It really did. If it wasn't for 2004Scape, I would not be playing any RuneScape at the moment. I wouldn't be. Yeah, I had my F2P UIM account, but I mean, I finished that series back in 2024. And I ended up quitting, actually, without saying a word. But like everyone says, you don't quit, you just take long breaks, really. So I ended up taking another break in 2024 when I finished the Road to 1,000 Hours series. And if it wasn't for the hype for 2004Scape in 2025, around January is when I started seeing videos about it, or on it. And then I saw that they were officially going to launch their servers on February, or in February. I made my this account on February 11th, so I came in almost a week and a half later after the launch. Played for like half an hour, logged out. Thought to myself, yeah, I don't think I want to play. But the hype was so real then that I just couldn't not play. The hype, not only because of the hype, but also because the YouTuber that I was watching at the time made the game looks pretty fun. Like he made it. His videos were great. It made the game look fun. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it another chance and see how it goes. Play throughout March, and man, I'm pretty glad that I gave this game a second chance because I got into it. I really did. I'm glad I got to experience F2P Worlds too before members, because if I just waited for members like everyone else was, or maybe not everyone else, but a lot of players were like, oh, I'll just wait for members before I play, right? I'm so glad I didn't do that. I'm so glad I wasn't part of that group and I just started playing. I got to experience the struggle in free-to-play Worlds, which was pretty funny and cool at the same time. Very nostalgic, It was a good time in free-to-play Worlds. Really glad I made videos out of it too. You started playing in 2003 summer, but I just say 20 years for ease. Yeah, I get it. 20 years, right? It's still... Yeah, I never got to experience 2004 though, RuneScape back then. Or 2005 for that matter. I just caught the end of 2006. I remember everyone being about berserker helms and, you know, and then just out of the blue in 2007 when the Nitz helm was released, I didn't pay attention to that stuff, but when I started seeing the Nitz helm in the game, I knew right then and then that this might be, I think this is the next best helmets here. So I ended up I actually talked about this. It's funny I'm bringing this up a second time here, but I ended up buying one for myself and finding out that I couldn't wear the darn thing because of the quest requirements for it. So I was like, oh damn, now I gotta go back to skilling and seeing what I need for this quest. You can tell from my stats I'm not a big skiller. However, on this account, I'm making an exception, you know, for this account. I really am. I am going to tackle 2 skills and get them to 99. I think fishing's for sure going to be one of them. Cooking, yeah, I might get 90 plus cooking because of 99 fishing, but I don't think I necessarily would go for 99. But my second skill that I would like to tackle for 99 would be, let's see, this is a good, I think smithing, honestly. Smithing, it's between smithing and crafting. But then again, I would just be happy at 80 plus crafting. You know, just being able to make my own glory, craft my own glory on this account, I'm happy, you know. So maybe not crafting actually, but smithing. I think smithing. Either that or mining. You know, maybe 99 mining. You could make some GP through mining for sure. Just being able to mine rune ores would be a plus too on this account. Those sell for what, 8K on the market? You barely knew what you were doing, then you just walk around and do random things. I was kind of the same way too. I loved combat though. You know, that's actually what made me get into RuneScape, was the combat. I really enjoyed getting my combat level up. But because I wasn't big into skilling, I wasn't the richest. Yeah, I was just never really the richest at all in the game. My main account actually, I remember having a 500 mil bank and thinking that was like rich. But you go look at Autoblock, the dude has what, 400 bill bank? Yeah, my main account on Old School RuneScape, I had, once upon a time, I had a 500 mil bank from PVMing. And ended up losing it all by staking. That was my mistake. I ended up staking a lot, and I was up to 600 mil, but I got greedy, right? I got greedy. I was like, oh man, you know, maybe I could break 1 bill, and ended up losing almost the entire bank. I think I had 100 mil when I finally called it quits. But what did I do with that 100 mil? I ended up quitting. But before I left the game, now this was, when was this? This was I want to say this was, yeah, this was like 2016. Yeah, because that would only make sense. We quit, so we took the long break until 2021. For 5 years almost. Yeah, 2016 is when I lost my bank, and I ended up going to F2P and ended up
I found the newbiest player in free to play, and I would like to know if the dude was still playing, you know, or is still playing. But I found the newbiest player in free to play, and I made sure the dude wasn't a bot because I said hi to him, right? I started talking to him. And I don't remember what he was doing, but I could tell the dude wasn't very uh, knowledgeable, I guess you could say. So I went and traded him and straight up gave him my last 100 mil. And the dude freaked out. He's like, "Oh my god!" What? He's like typing in chat, "Oh my god, why?" And "Are you sure?" And asking me. I was like, "Yeah, no, go for it, guy." And he's like, "Are you quitting?" Question mark. I was like, "Yeah, I'm taking a break." I told him. My main account though has 30 mil, but uh, on old school RuneScape that is 30 mil bank now, 30 mil GP, maybe 10 mil in items, so 40 mil bank. That's about it. Max combat though, I got 99 strength, attack, defense, hit points. I got 90 prayer. Well, guys, we got maybe 10 more minutes. And well, no, not 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes until everyone's going to be in World 2 Varex Square. Pizzazz is going to be there, who is pretty much the top dog, of 2004Scape. He's the lead moderator in the game here. So he's pretty much the leader, if you will. The only reason why I'm going to go is because I have a feeling he's going to he's going to celebrate in some way. I don't think he's necessarily just going to just stand there and say hi to us. I have a feeling he's got a surprise up his sleeve. So I'm definitely not going to miss out on that. We already got the scythe. We got the scythe yesterday, I think. Or was it yesterday? No, it was on Saturday when we got that, actually. Yeah, 2 days ago we got the scythe. Nightmare RH. I think the dude might have missed out. I don't know if he bothered to log in this weekend. But man, Nightmare RH, he made a video actually the other day on Scythe, in like the original Scythe in RuneScape 3. So I often wonder if that dude got word about the Scythe in 2004Scape. If not, then he definitely missed out. I keep forgetting to... Well, I mean, I can't even... I mean, I could drag in Battle Axe Spec Kit, but I don't have a Restore Potion in my inventory. Or a Super Attack, for that matter. I have to say, the Jug of Wine drops, I'm liking them. Even though they're not really worth a lot in the game, or worth anything, I like to still collect these. Let's see, how many of you are in World 2? We have less than 30 minutes, guys. Less than 30 minutes to get this rare item. Ah, man. I don't want to give up hope, but at the same time, I'm giving up hope. Ah, it sucks. It's alright, though. It's alright. We'll have to just, like, maybe, like, make the money, make the GP on our own, and buy our mask. But I think for Wolfman and Wolfwoman, I'm gonna end it there and start preparing to, well, not necessarily prepare, but go over to Varex Square and hop to World 2, I think. We we would be about 12 minutes early though if we were to go now. So in other words, or not other words, I think I'll just hang out here for more, a little bit more, I mean. Where's my collection for Jug of Wines? I know I have at least 50. Oh no, we're close to it though, close to 50. 3.4K, by the way, looted. Let's take the timer off the screen. What do I have for high oaks? Because for the last 15 minutes, I would at least be able to high oak something here when I'm standing there. Yeah, I don't have a lot to high oak. I guess what I could do is just superheat. I could superheat. Yeah, I'll superheat something here. I actually owe Infinity Farm 500 coal. I'll have to just give him some GP, I think. Because really all I have to superheat here is... Oh wait, I don't even have iron ores, never mind. We've got these hard leather bodies we could high oak. How much do these high oak for? I don't think they high oak for very much. This was actually supposed to go to Infinity Farm as well too, but I don't think they high oak for 102 GP. You know what? Why not? Let's still get what? 66. You know, I'll take it. 66k. Yeah. I mean, 652 nature runes is about 350 GP, but I didn't buy these nature runes, I collected them, so yeah, we could do that. We could just high oak. We'll high oak the hard leather bodies when we go to World 2 here, guys. In about 8 minutes, 7 minutes, everyone, well, maybe not everyone, but a lot of players are going to be in World 2 at Varix Square, guys. I'm going to go ahead and make my way there now and just arrive early and just high elk. You know, I got 600 high elks to my name. This is not going to take me, I mean, I'll probably high elk maybe 200 of these in 15 minutes, maybe, is what is my guess. So, I'll see you guys in World 2 if you're going. Or if you're just in the stream watching, we'll see you in World 2. Oh my god, what is happening here? I knew there was going to be a lot of people here. You know what I could also do, guys, is just teleport. I could also just teleport here. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll teleport and I'll high elk at the same time. I think that's what we'll do. We'll teleport and high elk at the same time. Let's freaking go, guys. Teleport, high elk. Teleport. High elk. Teleport. It's so darn laggy a little bit here. This is so crazy. There's like 200 of us in this world right now. Wonder if we could get a magic level doing this before the stream ends. I'm not even sure how far I am from a magic level. Someone says, hope someone is stream recording. I'm actually streaming this. Oh my god! No way! What? Guys! No way! It fucking happened!
It fucking happened! No way! You gotta be kidding me! In the last 20 minutes, we've pulled it off and it's a pumpkin. I was just talking about this. I would be happy with a pumpkin and we got it. No freaking way. Hi, Elkie, and oh, let's go for the second. Let's go for the second now. Let's go for the second pumpkin. That is crazy. Wait, I got a drunken dwarf on me, I think. That is crazy. No freaking way I got that on stream. What? Emily says Wally is spotted in World 2? Oh my god! No way we got it! As we were teleporting and high oak in hard leather bodies. That is crazy. You can't end the rare weekend no better than that. I mean, maybe you can. Frenin, I think his name. I think you pronounce his name Frenin. The dude got a Christmas cracker 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago, I think. Oh my god, that's crazy. That is crazy. Henrix, thank you guys. I know, sorry that I was swearing there for a couple times, or yes, I don't normally swear in my streams, but no way. No way we just pulled that out of our... We got a 15 mil item, guys. Maybe even 20 mil, depending on who wants to buy it, right? I mean, Pasca is selling his for 17 mil, so I would be willing to accept 15 mil for this. But at the same time, I don't even think I want to sell it. I don't think I do. This is the very first time I actually got to experience a rare item in RuneScape. You know? Old school RuneScape, yeah, they had their rare items, but there were so many of them that it wasn't as special as this. It really wasn't. There's just so many, like, I think Sparkmac, for example, has got 100k, last I checked anyways, 100k blue party hats in his bank. Of each party hat, 100k each. I think Pizzazz is here though. It's 15 minutes. It's 10:46 p.m. I don't see him yet. I don't see anyone like following him just yet. Yeah, that's true. I gotta be careful I don't eat the pumpkin. That's kind of why I moved it to the corner of my inventory. When I go to the bank, I'm gonna bank it. And whenever I withdraw it, I will always have it in noted form. I think that's smart. Guys, I think I'm the second streamer. I think I'm the second streamer to get a rare item on stream, by the way. The first one was RPG Live. I don't think Garlic or Index actually got their rare item on stream. I know RPG Live did though. I think he was the first one, is what I heard. I think I'm the second one to get it on stream. The second and the last, actually. I'm pretty sure. I don't think anyone else got it on stream. That's kind of crazy, and it's actually kind of cool being the second and the last streamer to get a rare item on stream like that. Oh man. And to think I wasn't going to bother to log in because I almost lost hope, right? I almost lost hope, but I was looking at the time. I was like, man, there's 3 hours left. Let's just attempt it so I'm not beating myself up tomorrow, right? So I went ahead and logged in, started a stream because, yeah, because of the, you know, it's the last day for the rare item. And I was, yeah, I don't normally stream at this time of day either. So yeah, I don't see Pizzazz yet at the moment, guys. Normally if he's here, lots of people here today. Oh, Pizzazz is here. Where is he? Animations just stop, he said. Is he over here to the north? This is nuts. Like, everyone can't even load in on the screen right here, guys. There's Pizzazz. You know, this event right here, this rare event weekend event, really goes to show how strong the community is and how active it is. Look, I mean, look at this, guys. Everyone can't even, like, everyone doesn't log in yet until, like, load on your screen, sorry. Unless you move. Like, look at this. Look at the mini-map, for example. There's like over 200 of us right now here. I would say maybe even 300 of us currently at West Warwick Square, World 2. I'm so glad I decided to come online and stream this, guys. Not because I got the pumpkin. Even if I didn't get it, I mean, I still got this on stream right here. Look at the community here, like how active we are. Yeah, so it just goes to show, right? It really just goes to show that we are still pretty strong. We're going pretty strong here. It also shows that I got no life almost. Just kidding, I do. But in a way, it kind of shows because look at this. I'm almost like everyone's such a green level here. I mean, there's a couple level, like there's a couple people that are orange and yellow to me. There's like a couple reds here. Well, Pizzazz was red because he was 126 combat. But this, it just goes to show that I'm up there in combat level in the game. Avatar, I haven't seen that dude. I thought that dude was or I thought that dude quit. I like his name because of the Avatar movie, right? That's why. Where's Pasca and everyone? Like, isn't PK here? Where's PK? Is he not online? Oh yeah, PK's here. Apparently there's a 100 mil drop party, someone said in the in-game chat. I doubt it though, but I mean, won't hurt to check to see if that's actually legit. Hang on guys, I'm gonna get you some music here in a bit. I just gotta pull up the playlist here, I think. I don't think I want to watch that one. You know what? Why not? Let's just pull it up. Four more minutes, guys, and then the rare event weekend ends. That's it. But we did it. We darn near did it. The RNG was... hey, Zamrock. Zamrock answered us. I'm still a Zamrock follower, guys.
I was a little afraid there that I was going to have to go follow Guthix after this stream, but no, Zamorak answered. They they truly did. 2 more minutes, guys, and then that's it. That's it for the rare event weekend. And I think that's it, guys. That is it for the rare event weekend. The streams have been great. These last 3-4 months or so. I think it's been 4 months now since the first weekend. And I think there you have it. No one, or I think that's it for rare items. It's 11 p.m. It just turned 11 p.m. now, guys. So let's take a walk around the fountain and see how everyone's doing over here. As you can see, things are pretty crazy at the moment. A lot of people are spamming in celebration of the rare event weekends. Nice solid 16 weekends. It was fun, guys. Really looking forward to the future community events such as this one, like the official ones. But even if they're not official community events, looking forward to it all, guys. It's been a blast. You see that 14K has logged out. That's really it, guys, right there. We just managed to snipe one just before the event ended. As I was teleporting. I don't know if I got it when I was teleporting or if I was high elking. Either way, that was a good idea on my end, to teleport and high elk at the same time. As if we sniped it. We sniped it in the last 15 minutes of the rare event weekend. That the RNG was real for me. Zamorak answered my prayers, if you will. You know. Let's go and bank my pumpkin though. Oh man, God. I was just talking about this earlier in my stream. I think 1 hour in I was talking about this. I was talking about how I would, would dig a pumpkin, having a pumpkin. And I got a pumpkin. I got a pumpkin. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't know what else to say here or do. Everyone's here, everyone's hanging out. Let's get the last bit of this before we log out here. Look at this cool flower field that the players have made us in the game. This is nice. This is actually pretty cool. Let's get what we can on stream. Is Pizzazz still here? I think he is still here, but I just can't seem to find him. There, oh no, that's PK. There's PK. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pizzazz is gone, guys. I think he logged out. He's gone to sleep, that guy. Unless of course he's over somewhere else. I'm not seeing him anymore. Hey, Rogop, there's Rogop. Whoa, wait, hang on a second now. I just saw Rogop say something in public chats. Rogop says, I just missed it. But yeah, Rogop was saying that he's pretty sure everyone here got a rare item. If that's true, I mean, it's still good. It's still a good thing. But if that's true, then maybe Zamrock didn't answer us so much. Instead, the mods in the game did. I wonder if that's true. Well, time will only tell. Time will only tell. We'll have to see what the market's like tomorrow or by the end of the week to see if there was a massive increase in pumpkins. We got a pumpkin, right? We got a pumpkin. Only time will tell. We'll have to wait and see, guys. We'll have to wait and see by the end of the week to see if anyone else got a pumpkin like we did, or an Easter egg, for that matter. I'm gonna look at the market now and see if anyone posted for a pumpkin. No one posted for a pumpkin except for buying one. But yeah, time will tell. We'll see if everyone actually got a rare item. I don't think everyone did. I think only some of us did because of the RNG and because of the actions. I was teleporting and hierarchying, so I don't know. I'm hoping that's what did it and it wasn't what Rogop said, that maybe everyone got one. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow, guys, or by the end of the week to see if there was a big increase. If so, that's alright too, honestly. Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream there. It was a good time. Thank you to everyone that's hung out today or tonight. It was a great stream. We got a lot of more Morytania fungi, by the way. We broke 1,000 tonight, which was pretty cool. There it is right there. I think tomorrow morning, actually, I think before I end the stream, I'm gonna make my way to Canifis again, because when I log in again tomorrow morning, I'm actually going to go back to collecting more Morytania fungi again. I'm going to make it my routine to collect that every morning for at least an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then just move on to something else. I'm going to do that for the next 30 days, next month practically. Or maybe just do it until super energy potions get released. That's my morning routine for 2004Scape, guys, is just collect this stuff. Or collect the fungi. And hope, you know, I make some good GP out of it when the super energy potion gets released. We'll have to wait and see. I hope it sells for 1K. I really do. But we won't find out until that happens. The super energy is out. Let's recharge our prayer points though. I'm noticing on the market though, 2 players have posted for pumpkin, but that's just 2 players, right? And they're trying to sell it for 40 mil. I mean, it does make sense though, because you know there's only like what, over 20 pumpkins, less than 30. I would think. If what Rogop said in chat there. Again, he's just a player like me, you know, he's just assuming, he's just guessing, right? His words was like, I think everyone got a rare item, but I don't think so. We'll have to wait and see, guys. We'll have to wait and see, like I said, by tomorrow or end of the week and see if there was a massive jump with rare items. We'll see. Alright, guys, that's it. I'm gonna head off. Again, thank you for hanging out. Tomorrow, I'll be online again in the morning time, most likely. Morning is really the best time for me to play, because in the afternoon, right, we may have to work. I am currently on call, so my schedule is, you know, I got that flexibility again that I mentioned in my videos. So we'll be online tomorrow to do that routine and finally knock out 88 hit points. We're very close actually. We're 4K from 88 hit points. And for 88 strength, let me do a quick calculation here for you guys. 88 strength, how far are we? 5, 6, 8. For 88 strength, we are, if we were to train at Fire Giants, we are currently 9.5 hours away from 88 strength if we were to go to Fire Giants. Let's go ahead and pull out the pumpkin just in case anyone comes across the stream later and just kind of skips all the way to the end. You can see that we did receive the rare item on the very last day of rare event weekends. We were teleporting in Varex, sorry, and Hyokin, and this thing just popped up in our inventory, which was kind of crazy. And You could go maybe rewind to, I don't know when that happened. I think that happened like 30 minutes, um, around the 2 hour and 30-minute mark, I think, about that when this happened. You could say that we sniped this. This right now currently is selling for about 15-20 mil on the market, but players are trying to overprice them right now, I see, for 40 mil. The question is, am I going to keep this or am I going to sell it? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Alright guys, I'm off. I'm tired. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow.